Hi, my name is Dan Schmitt, and this is Team Chicago Challenge. We're at the Indianapolis Raceway Park for the WERA Western Eastern Road Race Association National Championship. Today is Sunday, July 23rd, and yesterday they ran a shortened 4-hour endurance. It ended up being only 2 hours, so instead of having a show just with the endurance, we're going to show you some of the endurance. The rain came, it was short, and we had thunder, we had lightning. I had to take the cameras down. So we're going to show you the wrap up. It was only 2 hours long, 2 hours and 10 minutes. And we're going to show you the FZR race from today and maybe a couple of the other of the National Challenge Series with WERA. So let's go check out some of the racing action from Indianapolis Raceway Park. 51 teams assembled. The 2-minute board is out. Everybody's got to clean the grid area. This is going to be 3-wave start. Big field of teams have entered this 4-hour national endurance at Indianapolis Raceway Park. We're lined up on the drag strip. And as the green flag flashes, jumping up front is Team Pearl. Team Pearl Suzuki. Right behind him is Team Suzuki Endurance as they head through this combination of corners at Indianapolis Raceway Park to start this 4-hour WERA National Endurance. Like Airport Honda's right back there. Team Pearl is still up front. Team Suzuki in second as they come over into the back section, which leads into the carousel. Team Pearl is trying to pick up some points in this national series, and they're running fast. Team Suzuki's right behind them. Whoa, bike down. It's like Arclight Racing. One of the front runners, one of the heavyweight bikes. Whoa, the Harley-Davidson Buell is now ran off. American Harley-Davidson out of Ann Arbor. There goes Dave Hendrickson on the Team Chicago bike as Team Pearl leads them down the front straightaway. Team Suzuki Endurance in second. See if we can, there's another Team Pearl bike sneaking by. So we identify something. There goes the Buell. There goes Dave Hendrickson on the Team Chicago bike. A full grid started this National Endurance at Indianapolis Raceway Park. We swing back over in the back section. Still up front is Team Pearl. They're riding 1100cc Suzuki. This is the first team to give Team Suzuki Endurance a real run for the money in this National Championship Endurance Series by Western Eastern Road Race Association. Really making tracks around this 2.5 mile or 3 mile road course. I think it's 2.5 miles. They head down the drag strip into this fast corner. Swing back over. Dave Hendrickson's on the Team Chicago YZF Yamaha dealers. He's got the helmet cam on, but the helmet cam did not work. Could be the humidity. Didn't quite figure it out. So we won't be able to give you that racer's eye view of Indianapolis Raceway Park during this 4-hour national endurance. And during the first hour, Team Pearls is up front, Team Suzuki second, and third place overall is Airport Racing. That's Airport Honda Kawasaki on the southwest side of Chicago. They're running in third place on a 750 Kawasaki, and they're running that in heavyweight super sport. Compared to Team Pearl now is running Superbike, which is unlimited. They can change run slicks. They can do any modification to the engine in Super Sport. Only minor modifications can be made to the engine. They got to run the stock gearbox. They can change the shocks, but they have to run DOT or regular street-like tires compared to Superbike, where they can run the slicks.
Fourth place, the local guys out of Indianapolis, is HP Motorsports, and they're in a 600 cal. And they're in first place, Middleweight SuperStock. Fifth place is RA Racing on a 750 Yamaha. Sixth place is the other Team Pearl. They've got two bikes entered. They're trying to take first and second with their bikes so they can get a better point jump on Team Suzuki. So far, half of their plan's working. They are leading, but their second team is only in sixth place. Seventh is H&H Racing. Eighth is Image Racing. Ninth is Canton Racing. And 10th is Ohio Superbike Racing. And 11th is former champions, Nicholson's of Ann Arbor, and they're in a 600 cal. And you had Steve Koch and Dave Bloom out of Michigan as Dave Hendrickson goes by again. On the Yamaha dealers, YZF. It's our third endurance race with that engine, and we've had no problems. We're starting to run into the second hour now. I'm out there now on the Team Chicago YZF Yamaha, and the bike is running flawlessly. And I'm starting to knock my lap times down. During this hour, I knocked 8 seconds off my lap time by playing around with different shift points and downshift points and staying on the gas a little longer right here into this first corner. The real fast guys are holding it on, but I did one downshift going into it. Team Pearl, second team, that's 211, running in fourth place during the second hour. They haven't been able to catch Airport Racing or Team Suzuki. Airport is still in third place. But whoa, we got a bike down. It looks like Psych Out Racing. They're on a 600 Yamaha. The rider seems okay. This carousel was a little more slippery than I remember it. Plus the too many guardrails, too many hay bales. But Indianapolis Raceway Park continues to expand. This is the site of the granddaddy of all Grand National NHRA drag races. But the sky started to turn. It kept looking like rain. We could taste rain. You could feel rain. So watch 53, that's HP Motorsports. I'm at Kawasaki, and they're still leading in Middleweight SuperStock. Team Suzuki is still trying to catch up. They're on the same lap as Team Pearls, but they're about a half a lap down, and they haven't been able to make up the difference. I'm making steady progress. The second hour. We're in 40th place, probably the worst we've been. Dave didn't like the handling of the bike, and he came in to make adjustments. And I told him, you just stay out there and ride the corners just a little slower. You can't waste your time adjusting the suspension in the pits. And you got a 4-hour endurance going on. The idea is to keep the bike rolling forward. Keep going in a forward direction, and you will finish in a good position. But going on to pick up the win, because it ended up raining, they stopped the race and they never restarted. Team Pearl Suzuki picked up the win. Second place was Team Suzuki Endurance. Third place was Airport Racing. That's Airport Honda, Kawasaki, and in Chicago. H&H Racing was tied for fourth with Team Pearl 2. HP Motorsports was sixth place, and first place in Middleweight SuperStock. RA Racing on the 750 Yamaha was ninth. Image Racing on the 1000 Yamaha was eighth. Ninth was Ohio Superbike. 10th was Post Brothers Racing. And by picking up the win, Team Pearl came away with 572 points, and Team Suzuki is at 633. So Team Pearl's got a good shot of winning the championship this year if everything goes right.
That was 1995. Let's jump ahead to 1999. Team Chicago comes into this 4-hour endurance. We are leading in the middleweight superstock class. Let's check out the action. Indianapolis Raceway Park, 1999.
As they get the green flag to start this 4-hour National Endurance at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Jumping out front. Wenzera got the good start right behind them. It's Arclight Suzuki. They've got to make up in points in the series. They had problems with the last round with a broken cam chain. They go through this turn 1, 2, 3 combination. Then head out on his back chute behind the half mile.
Steve Carson is now part of Team Chicago. He won the first race, our class, middleweight superstock, at Talladega. Overall, Schmitt brother is still leading the championship. They won the championship last year.
Still up front. Schmitt brother racing on the Yamaha. Suzuki in second. Arclight Suzuki. They flashed out in front straightaway. This is part of the drag strip. Make this fast. Right-hand corner. Followed up by a second right hand. Making moves now is Graves Yamaha. That's Chuck Graves from California and yet YZF 600.
As we spot Steve Carson, I should point out that Chuck Graves has a brand new 1999 R6 Yamaha. This is really a real race bike. Yamaha has made great improvements. We picked up our R6 just last week, so we did not have time to get it ready for this race. We are racing the 1998 YZF 600. It looks like Arclight Suzuki has just grabbed the lead. It's either Trey Beatty or Chris Hughes, as we see Chuck Graves on that Graves Motorsport R6 running in third place. That bike is flying. Number 4, that is Tapework. They're a team out of North Carolina, and they are running in the middleweight superbike class. They're having a great year. As we spot 99, that is Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness right now is second place in points overall, and they are leading that middleweight superbike class. As we spot Leaning Lizards, it's bike number 71. They are sponsored by Kirstein's, Harley-Davidson, Kawasaki, and Yamaha. My friends from Indiana, they are the local heroes right here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. After 1 hour of racing, Schmitt brothers regained the lead. They are leading on that 1000 Yamaha. Arclight Suzuki is running in second place. Team Dreaded is running in third place. Fourth place is Paramount Racing. Fifth place is Tapeworks. Sixth place is Army of Darkness. Seventh place is Graves. D&D is in eighth. Carlag is in ninth. And Psycho Speed Racing is in 10th place. As Steve Carson brings the Team Chicago Yamaha 4 and 6 prepared bike into the pits, it is my time to run the second hour. Because we're running super stock class, you have to keep the stock gas tank, and you can get approximately 1 hour on the 4-gallon gas tank. As I head on out to do battle at IRP, we are now on the world famous drag strip. This is where they run the national championship drag race every summer. Instead of going straight, we turn off to the right here, and this heads out to the first carousel area. This is a very fast, to the right corner. It tightens up just a little bit here. Then you make a quick swing to the left, and you head behind their paved half mile. Takes you down this short chute. and that takes you into the staging area for the drag race. A little confusing back here, but this is a pretty good racetrack. At the 2.5 hour point in this race, ArcLight Suzuki is leading the race overall. That's bike number 2. 47 is Graves. They are in 7th place. Semloff brother number 1, they are running in 2nd place. 133 is Paramount Racing, and they're in 3rd place overall. 99 Army of Darkness is running in 5th, and number 4 Tapeworks is running in 6th place at this point of the race. But the battle tightens up after a restart. There was a crash. They had a complete restart. Semloff brother grabbed the lead. But with the new rules, you cannot take gas, you cannot work on the bike during a red flag. So Semloff did not have a chance to take on any fuel. As we see Steve Carson come by, we are running in 19th place overall. Yes, this YZF 600 is not quite as fast as the R6, but I have to be thankful to Ed and Jimmy at 4 and 6 for helping us maintain this bike. As we see Semloff brother continue to lead ArcLight, Semloff brother is going to still have to pit somewhere in the next 10 or 12 minutes. 56 is Carlisle Racing. They're on a 1000 Yamaha. They are leading in that heavyweight SuperStock class. Kramer Racing, 41, is leading the middleweight superbike class. As we see, young Ben Spies, I believe that is on the Graves Motorsport Yamaha R6, and they are leading the middleweight SuperStock class. As the battle continues, Semloff brother had to pit. Looks like that Trey Beatty and the ArcLight Suzuki, they are leading. Semloff brother is in 2nd place, trying to catch up, but it is a long way to go. As we see 56 and 41 battling again. 56 leads heavyweight superstock. Kramer leads middleweight superbike. Graves leads middleweight superstock. Tapework number 4. They are in 5th place overall, 2nd in middleweight superbike. Army number 99 is in 6th place, 3rd in middleweight superbike. This sign says it all. Semloff brothers is down 58 seconds from ArcLight Suzuki. As the green flag flies, ArcLight Suzuki on his 750 Suzuki went on to pick up the win. 2nd place went to Semloff on the 1000 Yamaha. Graves was 3rd place. Tapeworks finished 4th overall. Army finished 5th. And as Trey Beatty pulls a donut, Semloff brothers still leads overall. Team Chicago, we are in 8th place in the overall points, and we continue to lead in the middleweight superstock class. Let's jump back to 1995.
And now we're going to take a look at some of the Sunday racing. First race we're going to look at is 750 Super Sport. Jumping out front, looked like Trey Beatty and that 750 Suzuki, the Team Suzuki. Super Sport is bikes that are limited amount of modifications. 2nd place looks like one of the Team Pearl riders. Could be Mark McDaniels. Steve Patterson out of Detroit, Michigan is running 3rd place, I believe. So head down this front straightaway. This is 750 Super Sport. This is part of their National Michelin 750 Super Sport. Is still up front. On that Suzuki is Trey Bailey as he goes through the carousel. Second place could be Mark McDaniels, but the number doesn't seem to jive. Now second place is Steve Patterson. Steve Patterson out of Detroit, Michigan. Third place is Daryl Sayer. And fourth place is Ken Melville from outside of Chicago. He just moved himself into second place now on that 750 Kawasaki. That's Airport on the Kawasaki in the southwest side of Chicago. As Dave Henderson goes by in the Team Chicago YZF. And Dave is still freaked out at this track. He thinks there's too many guardrails. He thinks there's too many hay bales. He's just not getting comfortable at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Still up front, Trey Beatty. Steve Patterson is scrapping with Ken Melville. So we got a Suzuki up front, then a Cow, then another Suzuki. Ken Melville from the southwest side, southwest suburb of Chicago on that Airport Kawasaki. Trying to make tracks as they come on the front straightaway. He sets up a perfect draft. Tucked in. See how long he waits. He pulls out at the last minute. Gets into the first corner first. Now leading is Ken Melville on that Airport Kawasaki. One of his finest rides. Still up front. Ken Melville on that Kawasaki. He's going through the carousel, and he's going to go on to pick up the win in this Michelin 750 SuperStock Expert Final with Western Eastern Road Race Association, Indianapolis Raceway Park. First place, Ken Melville, number 43. Second place, Trey Bailey on the Suzuki. Third place ended up Mark McDaniels. Steve Patterson out of Detroit was fourth.
Fifth place went to Joe Persiano. Sixth place on that Nielsen Kawasaki, that was Mark Young. And seventh place went to Daryl Saylor, and he's on that Team Pearl Suzuki.
Next race we look at is the Yamaha FZR Challenge for novices. The cash paying purse to help the novice riders. They run the FZRs, which are 600 cc's. Less expensive racing on a great motorcycle. I should know, we raced FZRs since 1989, and it's been my favorite motorcycle.
As they come through the carousel, looks like John Jacoby is up front. Second place, it looks like Bill Caldwell from Pennsylvania. Third place, that's Robert Richards. Fourth place is Wayne Barnett. And fifth place from Chicago, that's Boyd Bruner running 134. These races qualify these riders on the Yamaha FZRs for the Grand National Final at Road Atlanta in October. $20,000 is being put up by Yamaha. The winner will make $5,000, a great amount of money for a good novice racer. As we see Boyd Bruner trying to earn the start position is based on your points during the season at the grand finale at Road Atlanta with WERA.
Well, I finally got back out on the track and got the helmet cam running to give you a chance to see what IRP looks like. In the back section, this is the staging area. This is where the drag cars come out and stage for the drag strips. I'm running middleweight GP. 54 is Harry Tomlinson in front of me. But I put the helmet cam on. I wanted to give you a bird's eye view. That was the carousel. Now we come into the last corner onto the front straightaway. And like I said, there was guardrail and hay bales everywhere as you head on to the drag strip. At least you don't have to run across the skid patch. But there's a lot of tractionizing compound down on the drag strip, and it's great in the drive, but it's supposed to be terrible when it gets a little damp. So here's the first corner. One downshift is fast. Right-hander. Here I threw another downshift so I could stay on the power. Fourth gear all the way through here as I'm trying to set up this bike in front of me. As we go through this sweeping corner, it's a decreasing radius. Right-hander. Now we're into the left-hander and over to a quick right-hander. Now I'm letting him cross in front of me. I got the better drive out of the corner as I pass him down this back chute. And I start aiming for that 250 TZ ahead of me. As we head into the staging area and through these S's, bingo! It started to rain and I hit the helmet cam, so I am out of here.
Well, racing at IRP was always a little tough. For more information on WERA, America's road race leader, it's WERA.com. WERA, Western Eastern Road Race Association. To contact me, it's teamdan45@gmail.com. I love to hear from my audience. Please send me a note and let me know what you think of this show. Remember, you can always search on YouTube with Dan Schmitt Motorcycle Racing for great motorcycle racing action. And I highly encourage you to visit Jim Kirstein's World of Motorcycle Museum, Winamac, Indiana, just south of North Judson, Indiana. Give them a call at 574-896-3172. They're right off of Indiana 39 south of North Judson.